Hi there, I'm Denise.
And I'm Reed.
After a year and a half on the road, Reed and I finally went to our first van life gathering.
Yeah, our very first gathering.
We went to Descend on Bend last week. Before we went to Descend on Bend, we watched a bunch of videos of people sharing their experiences at the event. And it really helped us paint a picture of what it would be like. So we really wanted to pay it forward and share our experience with you all in case you are headed to your first van life gathering.
Yeah, so we can give you some tips and some lessons, that way you can be a little bit more prepared going into your first gathering.
Exactly. So let's get into it. On the first day, we drove in, and you're immediately greeted with very friendly faces. This year, some of the people that were working were dressed up in dinosaur costumes.
Yeah, little T-Rex costumes.
They welcomed us in and gave us a pamphlet which shared the schedule for the week and a map of the area. We drove in, immediately were met with a sea of vans.
Yeah.
As far as the eye could see, there were vans in front of us, and that's when we really knew we were at Descend on Bend.
We were at number 467, and there was roughly about 800 vans there in total by the end of day one.
To see 800 vans just laid out before you is quite an experience.
Yeah.
We came into the event only knowing a few people beforehand. That leads us to lesson number 1.
Make sure you check the IG page and the hashtag Descend on Bend, so hopefully you can connect with some people and then you can have some people to camp with.
Yeah, it was a little intimidating to come in and not have a group of people that we were going to come in with, which leads us to lesson number 2. Get to Bend early if possible. You can go to the pre-party, and also you get a feel for the area and potentially get to meet other people before the event actually ends up happening. After we drove through the gates, we got our tickets scanned, and then we were looking for a place to park. Because we got there at 2, a lot of the spaces were filled in the front area, so we ended up driving pretty far back and actually ended up getting stuck pretty quickly.
Yeah, which brings us to our next point. Bring tools to help get yourself unstuck and others, and also if you have some jumpers or self-jumpers, bring those as well, because you'll need them for yourself, but it's also nice to help out the people around you, and a bunch of people are getting stuck, so so if you could have some traction boards or some straps to help pull people out, that would be great, and you'll make a new friend.
And what's great about the event was that there were so many people there to lend a helping hand.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that the people there are really friendly and are going to help you if you need it.
Yeah, so if you don't have access to those things, don't fret too much, but it is nice to have, that way you can help others.
Definitely. Good point.
After we got stuck or parked up, however you want to look at it, we walked around and tried to make new friends. When you go to these gatherings, don't be afraid to go around and jump into different circles, meet new friends, be outgoing, and just be yourself. You know, you're there to meet people. It is an environment that is made so that people can come together and join together. So don't feel like, you know, you need to sit in your van just because you don't know anyone. We went around and met a lot of people, and it was a great time.
We had to take a little bevy break, and also we ran out of space on the camera. So let's get back to it. We were talking about how important it is to walk around the space and meet new people on day 1. I think day 1, there's just a buzz in the air, and there's this energy surrounding this moment that we all had been planning for. To be there, it's just exhilarating to feel all these people excited to meet one another, welcoming, open to the conversations and community. And actually, Reed and I decided to go out there, walk around, and see what was going on. And the first person we talked to was actually someone we met at the Cracker Barrel the day before. It was really nice to get in there and just know that everyone that comes wants an experience and wants community. Yeah. So you're all coming with a purpose, a connected and what's it, like a group purpose?
I don't know. we're all coming to connect. Like you said, all coming to connect and have fun. So it's a very friendly environment, and oh, hey cat.
Cats come to visit.
An environment that is great for meeting people and just, taking down those awkward situations that you might have typically when you're in your van and there's another van person and you don't know if you should go up to them or whatnot. But we're all here to have fun and to get to know each other. On day 1, there was a potluck, and we were super excited for it. Denise was gonna make some elote, some Mexican street-style corn, and we missed it because we got caught up talking to some people, and then looked at the clock, and the potluck was starting, and we didn't even start cooking yet. So we missed out, but there are plenty of chances to share food and have potlucks with people and come together. So bring food for yourself, obviously, but bring shareable food like tacos, dips, spreads, anything you think of. Your favorite dish that you like given to your friend or your neighbor or family member, because there are plenty of opportunities to share food. And who doesn't like, a delicious meal?
It's a great icebreaker.
With no dishes because somebody else made it for you.
Yeah. Who cannot fall in love immediately with someone who offers them food like that?
Yeah.
So
a hot day, some cold watermelon, oh, I love you already.
Right, exactly. So keep that in mind. There are plenty of opportunities to share food, and just be welcome and opening to all of those opportunities when they arise. When we were walking around the area, we were kind of sussing out what kind of amenities might be on the property. There is coffee in the mornings. I think it's $1 coffee.
Yeah, we didn't ever actually get any, but we saw that it was like $1. Sometimes it might be free.
And they have amazing chai ices.
That was the highlight of Descend on Ben for me. They had oat milk chai smoothies.
Like ices? I don't know.
Frozen chai drinks.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Amazing. They were so good,
chai
so
slushy.
refreshing.
They call it chai slushy.
You're right.
Yeah, delicious chai slushies. Yeah, that was by far the highlight of the whole event. I liked meeting people, but give me a chai slushy any day.
There are also porta potties, which actually turned out to be the cleanest porta potties we have ever used.
Yeah,
they're cleaned every morning and hosed down. They also have showers. You can buy some tokens and take a shower on the property. I would suggest throwing out your trash beforehand.
Yeah, I didn't see any large dumpsters or anything. We came with a full trash can on accident because we thought we could throw it away along the way. Ended up not being able to, and we were stuck with a full trash throughout the weekend. And so they do have small trash cans throughout, but nothing big enough to throw away a big bag. So be prepared. Keep
that in mind. This leads us to also some of the events that you'll see at Descend on Bend.
Yeah, they have morning yoga. I did a run at 9 a.m. Day 2. Did not make it for day 3, but yeah, there was group running, yoga, a maker's market where you could sell jewelry and different items.
There was a women's craft session, craft and cocktail session that was going on.
They had a taco night where they taught you how to make brisket tacos or carne asada tacos.
Carne asada.
Yeah, carne asada tacos.
Music every night.
Yeah, at least 2 performances every single night.
Dance
parties and different contests.
That actually leads us to our next point, that there are a lot of different kind of impromptu games and contests that go on. So if you have games with you, you have cards, if you have cornhole.
Cub, we ended up playing this cool game. It's an old Icelandic game with just pieces of wood, and we learned for the first time. I had a blast and met some new friends because of it. So if you can bring a game, you'll be the hit of your area.
I recommend, if you have a game like that, make a tournament happen.
Yeah.
Make some sort of tournament or contest happen, because that is a great way to bring in a bunch of people and just hype up the energy, for sure. Speaking of events, on this last full day of Descend on Bend, there is the synchro run. Now, what is the synchro run?
Basically, everybody goes to the hole, which is a mile away, and it is a formation in the ground. It looks like a big divot, big sinkhole that was created by volcanic activity. And everyone goes down there with their dirt bikes and their 4x4s, their old school Westies and everything, and they basically just gather around and hit a little
jump them!
Yeah, they jump them. They jump these old, beautiful vans. It's kind of scary because you're like, oh no. It's not a huge jump by any means. But It is exciting, and you can get a lot of great footage down there. We caught a ride with our neighbor. It was kind of like the last big event of Descend on Bend, so that way kind of hype people up, get them ready for the last day. I think it was at noon. And yeah, we all had a great time.
And that is lesson 11.
But we were
be open to experiences.
Yes. Yeah, be open to experiences. We weren't prepared for that experience. We didn't have bandanas or a hat, so make sure you bring those.
That's lesson 12. Make sure that you bring a bandana, make sure you bring a big wide-brimmed hat, and bring sunscreen for the love of everything.
Yeah.
Bring sunscreen.
I think our lips are still recovering a week later, and it was very sunny. Chapstick for sure. If you don't have sunscreen, chapstick is a must. It is dry, dusty, and hot.
So make sure you have that, and that also means bring plenty of water with you, of course.
Yeah.
The final lesson we have for you all is...
What is it?
Embrace the experience. Come in just with an open mind, with an open heart, and just be excited for all the people you're going to meet, all the experiences you're going to have, and just the fun that's going to come out of this weekend. We didn't know what this weekend would hold, and we didn't know what to expect, but now we're caravanning with a group of people that we met from Descend on Bend.
Yeah.
There are great things that can happen from this event, and just from any event like it where you get to come together with people who do understand your lifestyle. We nomads know that not everyone in our lives fully understands why we're doing what we're doing. So to come together with a group of people who do fully understand the reason and are there doing it themselves is so empowering. We left feeling excited for what's next.
Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, sign up for an event, and if you can't afford it, they do giveaways, and there's some coupons. Reach out to some people. I'm looking for a coupon code right now for the next event, baby, because we're trying to keep this thing rolling. We're trying to meet some new friends.
And maybe that'll be you.
Yeah, if you're going to go to Northwest Nomads, reach out to us. We'd love to chat and just, hang out.
I want to see more of my BIPOC nomads at the next event. We didn't show up with the numbers this time, y'all, but I know that we can show up strong at the next one and have more diversity at the next event. So if you are coming, reach out to us, let us know, and we will link up and we'll have a great time. Thanks for being here, y'all. If you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
And remember,
creating the life of your dreams isn't always easy,
but it is so worth it. Thanks for being here, y'all.
Goodbye.
Bye. BIPOC nomads, you gotta come through. I wanna see you there. You and you. Don't forget that you matter in this event and in the community. We're gonna make sure there's unity. Hey, BIPOC nomads, let's go. Let me see you there. Let me see you.
From head to toe.
Peace. Okay, turn it off.